If you can feel pain, you are alive. If you can feel others' pain, you are human. If you can work towards reducing others' pain, you are a Rotarian. Namaskar and welcome to the Rotary Sunday series from District 3192, where the stories of service, leadership and inspiration take center stage. I am Rotarian Milind Deshpande and I am pleased to bring to you another inspiring individual today, interviewed by one and only Rotarian Sanjay Dugar.
Alright, hello everyone and welcome once again to the Anubhav Rotary Sunday series. And this time we have a very special guest, someone who's made a lot of difference to Rotary, none other than Rotarian Deepak Srinivas. You know, whenever we think of Polio Plus program, it's that one name that comes up in our district, Rotarian Deepak Srinivas. He has been involved in Polio Plus program for last 40 years, right from his Rotaract days way back in 1985. He holds a record of not missing even a single NID from 1985. He has been the district chair of Polio Plus for 2 years and he has had the record of raising over 1.5 crores in a year. He's been the recipient of the Regional Service Award for a polio-free world. And this year, he is the assistant of End Polio Now coordinator, that is AEPNC for Zone 7. He is also in charge of the Polio Hundi for Zone 4, 5, 6 and 7. Welcome Rotarian Deepak Srinivas.
Oh, very good evening to you all. First of all, I'd like to appreciate Milan and you for that wonderful series. Really, it's a wonderful program. I think we are getting a lot of information what we are not knowing. This is a great program where even a new Rotarians will be inspired. Thank you very much and thank you for inviting me.
Thank you, sir. You are bound to be invited. We would really like to learn a lot about you, about how Rotary is involved in polio. So let me first of all ask you a more personal question. What makes you so passionate about this entire ending polio program?
Oh, that's a wonderful question. When I was in the Rotaract, I joined Rotaract movement in 1985. That was when I joined the Rotaract movement of Bangalore South. So it's one of the beautiful clubs which I joined. There was one important event of the polio inauguration. The polio started that what you call the program in 1985. We had the first inauguration where P.T. Kasturi, then the past district governor, that inspiring speech for him, it motivated me. And later on, our Rotarians of Bangalore South, they gave me a lot of in charge of this polio program. And later on, our club, we got a wonderful hospital, Dasapa Hospital, where the launch was happened and all those things. And more than that, my father being a teacher and he knows the importance of this polio program. He used to wake me up in the early morning and used to send me and all those things. And later on, not to forget all the governors which supported me, encouraged me. And more important, our past president, past district governor and flight lieutenant director, Nagesh, he took me to a next level. So these are all the factors that motivated me. And more than that, it's a dream of Rotary to give children of tomorrow a world polio free. And this is a noble cause which I have been involved. Just to inform you, after smallpox, there is another disease that we are going to eradicate from the face of the earth.
Absolutely wonderful. And let's all join hands in this super wonderful mission of Rotary. I think we should all put our hands together, put our hearts together, put our souls together and get down to really helping Rotary. But let me also then build on the same note. How is Rotary involved? What are all the different things that we do when we talk about ending polio from this face of this earth?
Yes, actually, before 1985, there was a small incident in Philippines where then the RA president was administrating the polio drop. That there was a small child pulling his what you call the pant. Then he saw him. That child told him, "Thanks to Rotary." then there was a emotion in then the RA director, RA president. Then the RA board took a decision to eradicate polio from face of the earth. See, this is the one of the most challenging, what you call the event or the program of Rotary. Lot of hard work is required, emotions is required, funds is required, but at the same time, really hats off to the Rotary movement. It's a mammoth task which involves money, manpower, government resources, and all these things. And we have been doing it so extremely from over 40 years. And we are 99.9, we are eradicate polio from the face of that. Only a small 1% is very, very important. And of course, there's a lot of work has to be done before the start of the program, polio, NID, and all those things. We should have a surveillance being done, that is by the doctors and all those things. Then on the NID, previous day, we should do a lot of promotion activities. And it has been so beautifully planned. Each club has been allocated what you call the booths and all those things. They have a training, and the doctors have been trained and all those things. This is what we call, we have the Dabbawala. I think in the same way, how we do this process and all those things, we should have a Six Sigma approach is being maintained. I think you should go into the books of record, this what you call the how we plan it and all those things. We could have a case study for this, and wonderfully they have been doing it, So we have before the NID, we have a training program for the 3-day training program for the nurses, doctors, and even our Rotarians. We have been trained and all those things. On the day of the Rotarians, how they have to manage the booths and all those things. And in case there is an emergency, the surveillance team goes over there. And if there is a shortage of what you call medicines, a team goes over there. And after that, next day, 3 days, we go house to house. That is another challenging job. And we mark the houses where the polio children are there, whether they are not being immunized or not, and all these things. So there is another tedious job which we've been doing it very meticulously. We've been planning. First few years we had a difficulty, but it has become more planned and a beautiful way of been doing it. And more important, the transport, like in the airport, railway stations, that is another important. And the workplace, where in the buildings and all this, they come from other states and all those things. There is another team working over there. And overall, I think during the NAD, we will be achieving around 95%. That 5%, we are going to go the next 3 days, we are going to cover. I think off late, we have been achieving 100% polio immunization for the child, sir.
Absolutely brilliant. I mean, it's so heartwarming to know, but also equally exciting, actually, in a way, to see so much of work that is required. And also, the thoughts are, well, India is already polio free and all of that. So what are some key challenges that Rotary faces, especially for not only for NID, but overall in the end polio plan?
Yes. 2014, India has been declared polio free. Nobody thought that India would be polio free. I mean, other countries, other people used to talk to us whether India can be polio free. Just imagine, India, the population of India, so that nobody thought that India would be polio free. We took the challenges, thanks to Rotarians, thanks to government bodies, corporations, state government, central government, all together. We had a vote taken over there, and 2014, India was being given polio free. But what to do? India is polio free. Yes. We had nobody should be compliant that India polio free. We should not work for polio. No. Unless the last child is immunized, then only the world is polio free. Because for your information, Pakistan, our neighboring countries, Pakistan and Afghanistan, we have got polio cases. Anything is possible. If one polio case comes over there, if you are silent, if you don't do polio immunization, within 10 years, you're going to have around 2 lakh children getting affected from polio. So the main agenda is we have to keep our country polio free, keep India polio free, at the same time work towards making world polio free. So for that, we have been getting a lot of money over there. When India had their program, we have been getting funds from all those things. So more important, we have to raise funds for to keep India polio free, and also we have to support the neighboring countries. See, you have been, when we were in the polio, we had every day, during 1980, 1 lakh cases every day, with combination of US and Canada. So for that, we have been receiving a lot of amounts. Now it is time to give back. so that we need money to keep India polio free. Because especially the borders areas, and one case comes over there, it's very, very difficult. So we have to keep, main important is we have to keep India polio free. At the same time, we have to support the neighboring countries. We have to make sure that they are being made the polio free.
Wonderful. I see the challenge that we have. One is the mindset of people saying, okay, we are already polio free, so why should we be taking this immunization? So a lot of education about our neighboring countries also having, and we need to guard ourselves, and we need to make the whole world polio free. I guess that really is the challenge, but I'm sure Rotary can do it. If anyone can do it, it's only Rotary that can do it. So I'm pretty sure we need leaders like you, Deepak sir. You're doing a wonderful job. But I also wanted to, while I congratulate you on that 1.5 crore record collection that you did, you also mentioned that we still need to raise funds. What are some key ways by which we need to raise funds for, particularly for this campaign?
Yes, this year, RI director is very keen upon the target is $5 million. India has to contribute for the polio free, and especially for each of our district. I'm in charge of 3191 and 3192 as the assistant in polio no coordinator. The target given to us is not 1.5 crores, 3 crores. So we have got beautiful schemes. One is the PPF, that is Pulse Polio Fund. So every member can contribute $100. $100, that is minimum $100 on their birthday and all this thing. What I'm saying to say is, we have been spending a lot of money on our birthday. In a family, husband, wife, 2 children. Instead of that, one member can contribute $100 for the polio fund. That would be very good. And another one is EPF, End Polio Fellow. That is 1 lakh. If they contribute 1 lakh, of course, that 1 lakh will be contributing, will be added to their account. So that they get their major donors points, they get added to that. So that, but one important thing is this $100 and $1 lakh, it will be matched by Bill Gates and Melinda, 1:2. So 1 lakh will be they'll be adding another 2 lakhs. So 3 lakhs will be contributed. That is the commitment that is we got from Bill and Gates Melinda Foundation. Then another one beautiful scheme is, see, we have been doing it. We have to spread. See, I have been in the polio from the Rotary desk. We have to spread the message to the youngsters, how they can contribute to the very good polio cause. Because today these children are very good. It's all because of the great work by the Rotarians. So that let them also contribute. So we created a polio undi. That is a box we have created. Where the road tractors or the youth service director, they can take to the schools where the children can contribute. Not that even a 5 rupees, 10 rupees, they can contribute. So that each club can raise around 50,000 rupees. And we have brought out one beautiful stamp, 5 rupees stamps, 10 rupees stamps, they can give to the children so that they can contribute. By that each club can contribute. So what my target is, each club has to contribute 2.5 lakhs from. Wonderful. So one is at least 1 EPF, 3 PPF, 50,000 from stamp, 75,000 from from the polio undi. And more important, our district this year we are planned for pedal to end polio. That is cycling from Hoskote to Tirupati, so that every individual, they have a cloud over there, so that for every individual who rides, they have been asking for every kilometer anybody can sponsor $1, so that 100 members, $2,000, we are trying to raise. See, a lot of things are there. Each districts throughout India, they have been contributing, and especially we are going to make a record this year, $5 million. These are the plans that we have been doing it. Of course, each clubs have different rallies and all those things. But more important, the easiest way is just from a family, from a Rotarians, if they contribute $100, even 10 rupees, $10 is more than enough. That would be very good, sir.
Wonderful. I think very innovative ideas, very creative ideas, and a variety of ideas to collect funds. I think it will definitely work. I'm sure we'll get to that 5 million mark that you have as a target. Lastly, before we let you off this program, what are some tips that you have for the current Rotary leaders on how they should support this end polio plan that Rotary has?
Yeah, as you all know that, we had same complaints, that, oh, polio has been eradicated and all those things, they should not have that, The polio is one of the Rotary's dream project. One is the membership for foundations, and the polio is one. So we have to, because that is a dream that has been made in 1985. Of course, it's too long. 40 years is too long. Actually, it should have been completed during the 2015 and all those things. 10 years extra we are taking. What to do because of the two neighboring countries? So all the leaders, they should start promoting it, They should have a team of polio and all those things. Go to the clubs, talk about the polio, because a lot of members doesn't know. People know about the polio, but they don't know. If you're being negligent, the polio gets spread to people. That's more important. See, when there is the polio can be eradicated, controlled only through the vaccination. See, the people know polio Rotary's work, but they don't know how to contribute and all these things. They have got the compliance. Let leaders, take this as a priority. Keep spreading. It's a never ending. So every day they have to talk about in the meeting and all those things, in their board meetings and all those things. And also during the conferences, all those things, they can have a booth and everything. Spread the message of polio and spread the message of contributing to the polio immunization program.
Absolutely brilliant. I think very, very important. We have reached 99.9%, just that last 0.1%, but we all need to keep our focus on it. If not, we will have a bigger problem in the future. I think a very key message, all the Rotary leaders and all the Rotarians, and actually the whole world, right? We all need to really join hands and fight this problem of polio. I'm pretty sure if the human being really decides to work together, we can eradicate that. We did it with smallpox. It's time to do it for polio. With that, thank you so much, Rotarian Deepak Srinivas. It was a pleasure interacting with you. Very knowledgeable nuggets of advice as well as guidance that you have given. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of Rotary Sunday Series. If today's story inspired you, share it and subscribe for more such meaningful conversations from Rotary District 3192.